you're going to be anywhere from 70 to 90 milligrams per deciliter, or 3.8 to 5.0 millimoles per liter. Okay. Now, there's something called the dawn phenomenon, which is when your AM numbers in the morning, and many of you, I get emails and questions from you all the time about the dawn phenomenon. Like, why can't I get my blood sugars down? Because it's called the dawn phenomenon, and the reason why you can't get your blood sugars down in the morning is because you have diabetes. Okay? It's called the dawn phenomenon. Once you reverse your diabetes, your dawn phenomenon will go away. I mean, everybody has a dawn phenomenon to some extent, you know, and what I mean by that is that everybody has the same hormones that do their thing at night. At night, you guys, I did the class on this a couple days ago about sleep. When you're sleeping, your body's healing. So when your body's healing, your body is creating all these different hormones at night when you sleep. And also in the morning, when you start to get up, your body wants to produce the hormones that wake you up in the morning, okay? And your body, to wake you up, it releases these hormones to get you up and moving. And when you have diabetes, those are mismanaged. So your blood sugar is going to be really high. Now, somebody like me, the same thing happens. My blood sugar is raised in the morning, but my blood sugar is only raised to maybe 60, 70, 80, or 90 because I don't have diabetes. I still have the same, you know, hormones that are doing its thing in the nighttime, just like you do. But when you have diabetes, you have the dawn phenomenon, and those numbers are high. Okay. So when you have the dawn phenomenon, your AM numbers are going to be over 100, you know, or your millimoles per liter will be 5.5 or higher. Okay. So let's talk next about what your numbers should be an hour after you eat. So when you eat, normally your blood sugars are going to be higher. So if normally they should be about 126 or lower, okay, or 7.0 millimoles per liter. Now, 2 hours after a meal, they should be lower than that if your body is working properly. If your blood sugar is managing, your body is managing blood sugar how it's supposed to be managed. And so 2 hours after a meal, it should be 110 mg, milligrams per deciliter, or 6.1 millimoles or less. Okay? Now, a lot of you guys are looking at this saying, that's not what my doctor is saying, or that's not what's happening to me. You take your blood sugars, you know, 2 hours after the meal, and they're like 160, 180, 200. Well, this is why. You have diabetes. So we got to work on fixing the cells, fixing the diabetes. We have to work on that. We have to work on reversing the diabetes, work on reversing it, not more medications, because medications aren't going to fix the problem, okay? So I'm just giving you this information so you have something to refer to, because you're being told the wrong information. Because here's the other thing I want to share really quick. And then I'm going to bring Deb on next. Is Deb on? Debbie, I'm going to introduce you to somebody who I want you to talk to, because her blood sugars were all over the place, and she will share her story about, she's in the medical arena, right? And she was told all the time that her blood sugars were normal at 126, 130. Well, it's just not the case, because here's what's happening, you guys. Our bodies are designed to have our blood sugars between 70 and 90. That's normal. If they're over 90 chronically, 100, 110, 120, and your doctors are saying 120, 130 is fine. If they're chronically that high, you are creating damage inside the body. Okay? For example, I want you to visualize this. Picture this. Sugar in the body is like shards of glass running through all of your vessels, running through your blood, running through your veins. High sugar in the body is like shards of glass. So these little shards of glass are going in your veins, and they're scraping your veins. They're like shards of glass. So why do you think a lot of you have neuropathy? Why do you think a lot of you have, you know, heart problems and you have pain and arthritis? Because this high levels of sugar for a chronic period of time is very, very, very harmful to the body. And then when you get insulin on top of that, insulin is very inflammatory, and insulin is also causing damage to the body. Okay? So even though insulin might be cramming sugar into the cell that's already too full, okay, you still have these chronic high shards of glass that are doing damage to your veins. This is why a lot of you have high cholesterol. Okay? Our bodies, the bad kind of cholesterol is caused by sugar. Oh, I know. All of you are probably like, really? I know. I'm just telling you like it is. This is why I want you guys to know this stuff so that, I can help you to understand your labs, and you're just not at the whim of your medical doctor who's not up on the latest science about diabetes. Now, your medical doctor might be the nicest person in the world, and there are some amazing medical doctors, okay? But if your doctor's really, really, really ethical doctor, when you go to your doctor, he should be doing this. He should be like, you know what? Here's your medications, but I really don't know how to reverse diabetes. You need to go talk to a holistic coach, and I will work with that coach to help regulate and monitor your medications. That is what a good doctor does. That is what I help you do inside the academy. I work with your medical doctor to help him see that we need you, medical doctor. We need you, kind of. We need you, medical doctor, for the labs and for the medications, but, you come work with me, and you learn, and you get empowered, and what's going to happen? You're going to go back to your medical doctor, and your labs are going to be better and better, and he's going to be like, oh, we can put you off medication. And your doctor should want to get you off medications. Right? Deb, how are you, sister? Let's bring you on, girl. Oh, I have the wrong Debbie. Oh my gosh. Debbie Valera. Oh, okay. Debbie Thomas, and you guys stay silent. Actually, I'm going to put Debbie back to panelist. Oh man, I messed this up. Okay, that's okay. We'll get there. Deb, where are you, Deb? There we go.
Hi, can you see me yet?
Hold on. There we go. Hi, Debbie. I got all the girls on here, Debbie, but I want to talk to you. Debbie Thomas and Angie, you guys are later in the week. But you guys,
see me?
I can't see you yet, honey. Can you put your...
How? No?
Not yet.
No, I don't see it. Participant questionnaire.
Let me do one. Here, ask to start video. There you go. See if that works.
Oh, there I am.
Yeah. Hi, honey.
Get a little sun out of the way here. Hold on.
Hi.
Hold on. I'm trying to do something. Yeah, a little bit of that sun's coming in. Too much.
Yes. You look so pretty. Girl, let's
too dark.
let's talk to these girls. You heard me about you were in the medical arena, right?
Yeah,
and
respiratory therapist.
Yeah, and you were being told when you were in and you got diagnosed with diabetes how long ago? How many years ago?
Oh, I've been at that door knocking for many years. And
right?
Not only that, then a few years back, they say, oh, your heart or blood pressure or cholesterol. And I just knew from my parents and what they went through, it was the beginning of spiral. And
right.
I didn't want to do it. So I refused it all, not only the diabetes end, but the blood pressure end and the heart issue end. And, and they say, oh, you've got metabolic. Well, no. Right. So somehow I came across you.
Yeah.
And it was what I knew.
Yeah, and so when you first started learning about, because you were in the medical arena, so you were never being told or taught holistic remedies, right? You were always being told that, if you have diabetes, you need metformin and medication, and your blood sugars were in the high hundreds, weren't they?
Well, mine. I would do like in the morning, and it would be 145, 155, and then I started seeing episodes where I had lunch and all of a sudden it's like 185. And then when I got sick a year ago with the flu, I was like 189 and blood pressure was going weird. So that's when I pulled back and I said, no, there's got to be a better way to take care of things. And this isn't it.
Right.
That's when I've always been one to want to go the healthy way, because I always said to my mom with her blood pressure,
right.
Cause. Well, I don't know. Why are they treating something they don't know what the cause is? Because I knew there was a cause.
Right. So your A1C was 6.7.
Mm-hmm.
And
I need to get another one. I'm down. The last one I did was like a 5.6, but
no, 5.2.
5.2?
Yeah, I looked at your labs right before we started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's better than what I.
Right.
Yeah.
5 point. I mean, you went from 6.7 to 5.2, and you've lost 46 pounds.
And I don't even know inch wise because I mean,
I do. I have your stats right here.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me help you out, girl.
Thank you.
After all, you are in my academy, and I do keep track of this stuff. But
Yeah.
you guys get, here's the deal: you guys get so healthy, you don't even think about your diabetes anymore. That's what's happened. You reversed your
Well,
diabetes, and you don't even think about it anymore, do you?
well, I
Never.
went from being like in a size, I should have been in a 14, but I refused it like you refused diabetes.
Right.
Crammed my body into an 11, 12. Now I'm in an 8.
Oh my word!
Yes. Yep. And I
Isn't
feel good.
that
I'm always told I look better, my skin better, and you know, I
right?
feel good. And you were talking about the body aches. I mean, I'm 65. So when you wake up in the morning, you just are told, well, it's part of getting older. Well, you know what? I don't hurt in the mornings anymore. I don't hurt at all, and I feel really good.
Right. Oh my
So
word, girl.
it's a lot of things. Even something as simple as you had mentioned it once, and my mouth dropped. Is even the skin, the heels of my heels. Yeah, my feet. I had since my daughter, she's 33, since I gave birth to her, I've had cracked, tried heels.
Right.
And I was a diabetic in that pregnancy with her. But since I've been with you, I have nice feet.
And would you mind sharing how old you are?
I'm 65.
You're 65, and you reversed your diabetes
and lost weight. And those two combined should never happen, right?
well, that's what you're being told, right?
That's what I'm saying. And I feel good. And
You look so amazing.
oh, thanks.
You do.
Here's getting
You look
blonder as I
amazing.
get older. Hey, maybe this class reverses gray or silver.
So when you I don't even remember how you found me either, but you were in the big group, like all these ladies here who are watching,
Yes.
right? You were in the
Yes.
group, and you were kind of stalking me for a while, right?
Oh, I definitely was stalking you. I was watching and I was trying a little bit, and I put a little question out there. You'd answer a little bit. But then I saw my body responding there, and I thought, no, I want more. And it was my husband that said, you know what, go for it. Because we could see changes in my blood sugars just from what you were sharing there. And I knew you knew a lot, because what empowers me is going to that store and looking at the ingredients and seeing all the poison that they're poisoning us with, but that we have options to eat good and and your body will respond so beautifully if you do what is being told, because you do layer upon layer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's phenomenal, because like at my age, you're not supposed to be able to lose weight,
Well, right, and I hear this
but you
all the
do.
time. In fact, I've gotten this past couple weeks. I've gotten emails from women who are in their 60s, and they're like, "I'm just too old. I don't think I can I don't think I can lose weight." And I'm like, "Girl, well, you're not. If you think you're not, if you think you can't, you won't."
Oh
Right?
no.
If
Well,
you
see,
say
my thing
if you
wasn't
keep
even
saying
about losing.
over and over again that I'm not
Uh-huh.
able to, and you keep listening to your doctors, you're not going to. But it's possible because, of course, I have proof all the time for you guys, that it is possible, and you're one amazing example of it.
Well, when I think I've told you before, I go to a doctor, she's an MD, but she's also holistic. And when they saw me come in, because they would try to share things with me, but that never worked. There were certain things in the foods that you and I know it won't work. So I go in there and their mouths drop and they go, whoa, we want what you have. And I said, isn't that funny? You're holistic and you teach about diabetes, but Terry Dale's way is working. I said, I can share somewhat with you if you like, but their mouths were dropped when they saw the difference in my weight and my numbers and everything. They were blown away, so yeah.
And you've been working at this for how long?
Well, stalking you for about a month or two before the program, but I'm your August group. And I've kept it steady. I need to, like when all this hit the fan, nobody wants to come near you because they're afraid you're going to give them the cooties. So I haven't gone to a doctor or done any lab work, So, but I do check periodically, and my blood sugars are always under 100. I'll be in the 90s.
So I want to share a story about you to everybody, because I think a lot of women will be able to relate to this. But when you had diabetes, you were one of the women who, and I do have everybody in the academy check their sugars if they've been diagnosed with diabetes, because we want to see, especially if you're on medications, we want to be able to see how your body's responding to the protocol that I'm putting you on, right? So you
Yeah.
were always like checking your sugars, and you were kind of
Too much.
you were kind of a little bit anal about it, like, and you were kind of addicted to
Neurotic.
it, right? Yeah, a little bit neurotic. But
Yeah.
after, my what I teach is that once you've reversed your diabetes, you have to keep your number under 5.6 for at least 6 months, and you've done that.
Yes.
So you're
Yes.
officially reversed your diabetes. So I told you, I think it was month 4, because you kept saying, I want to check my blood sugars. Why is it at 95? Why are they should be under 7? And I said, stop checking your blood sugars.
Well, that was during some fast too. My body
Right.
just responds differently. Yeah.
And so my point is that isn't it amazing to not have to check your blood sugars?
Well, my fingertips like it too, you
Right?
know.
Because
Yeah.
and why is it that you don't have to check your sugars anymore?
Because I'm doing as I'm supposed to be doing and with what you've taught. So I don't have that need or urgency to check it.
You have
And
confidence, right? You feel so
well,
confident,
yeah.
right?
No, I do.
Talk
I have
about
a
that,
lot-
Deb. Talk about the confidence of not having diabetes anymore, and you're not afraid it's going to come back, and you're not checking your blood. Talk about that confidence that you have in just the new
Well,
freedom.
if you know me, I mean, you hear me, I'll share with you. I mean, if I talk to somebody at Verizon on the telephone, it doesn't matter who or where I'm at, I always bring up the positive of this. I mean, this program is great because we've all been told doom and gloom on the medication. And I refused it, but then meeting you, it gave me, with all honesty, and my heart and mind, I knew I didn't need it. I didn't doubt. And she teaches us about a strong why. And I had a hard why as to why. And, but just, I feel good. And I know that if I go back, yeah, maybe it could come back, but I'm not going back. I worked too
Right.
hard on this.
Right.
And I just like feeling good. They just ingrain in you, like they'll say somebody's a teenager. Oh, that's what they do at being a teenager. Well, oh, you're older. That's what happens when you're older. No, it doesn't.
Right.
None of it does.
Right.
And I mean, I have that confidence it's going to continue. I drive everybody crazy. They'll go, oh, here, look at all this good stuff in it. And I go, no, it's got this in it.
Right. Well, the thing is, too, is your
it.
desires have changed.
Oh my gosh, total taste bud
like
change.
you go from craving sweets and craving crap and not knowing that you know what to eat to just be like,
Yeah.
oh, it becomes. I hate to be complacent, and I hate to be, or not complacent. That's not the right word. I hate to be demean the fact that some of the people in this group are struggling, because I know they are. But what I'm trying to share is that it becomes easy when you have the tools. And you
Well, mine wasn't even sugars. Mine was like potato chips, French
right.
fries.
Same thing, right?
But I'd like to have a coconut with it. But now, I mean, you just realize, and you teach us so many neat things that you can do with your food. You don't miss it. Your taste changes. And yeah, it's nice. And it's fun to cook. I mean, I'm not one that likes to cook, but I've come up with some pretty good things that I've learned from you guys as well as on my own. And Danica, oh, this group is phenomenal. And I have 3 brothers, and I've always wanted a sister, but in this group, I have about 40 some sisters, and it's awesome. There's not a time I can't call on any one of them. In fact, one of the girls in the group, Tanya, I think it was, she said, I think I saw you at Costco. So I guess, her and I live in California. So she saw me at Costco.
So funny.
So, I mean, it's a small world, but it's been fantastic. And it's good with what's going on. I don't have any fear about what's going on out there. I feel good.
Because you've built, in addition to
immune
the
system,
diabetes, we build our immune system. They go hand in hand, right?
And the vitamins that you recommend. Oh my God. Remember the first time I said to you, I go, oh, I got it. And I'm like this. And I said, and you go, how did you mix it? I said, well, I put it in an 8-ounce cup. You go, no, sip it all day. Sip it all day. I was like on crack. I felt so good.
Yeah.
Not that
well,
I know
that this is the perfect example of what happens when your body gets what it needs, and you create balance in the body. When you have diabetes or type 2 or insulin resistance, your body's
always dragging.
You don't feel good.
Mm-mm.
So
and the one thing people tell me, and I never even thought about it, is they go, your face coloring looks so good. And I went, really? Because all I see is wrinkles, but okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
But no, I'm definitely, you're not getting rid of me for a long time.
Well, you're part of the sisterhood.
Ever.
This is what we do, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We're a true bond in there, and it's like a club for women. I mean, it
Well,
really
you
is.
know, and at first people,
Health club for women.
yeah, but
That's
at
what it is.
first people don't believe. But then as everybody saw the changes in me, you know, at first they thought I was crazy. What do you mean you're not going to have a beer or wine, or you're not going to have this or that? Oh, poor you. I go, no, not poor me. I'm feeling good. But then they saw it is like about 3 months with me, just getting my cells healthy. That's all I really was looking for, was just getting my body healthy. But then on its own, the weight dropped, and that shocked me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm eating healthy, but the weight came off that I didn't need. And now I'm back to where I was in high school. So somebody will go, "Oh, you're skinny," and I go, "Well, this is the Debbie that was on my driver's license since 15. So thank you."
Oh, girl, it's so fun.
Yeah.
I light up. You're so inspiring. And I know there's so many women that are watching this tonight. They're like, I want that. I want what she has. And you are going to be, when these new girls, if they decide to join us, you're going to be their mentor. I'm so, because you're just such a cheerleader in the academy.
Well, it's like you've given us an opportunity to eat from the tree, you know, to be the tree of life. And it's like, you know, the fountain of youth.
Fountain of youth. Yeah, right.
There you go.
Well, thanks, Deb, for sharing. I appreciate your,
welcome.
you and your encouragement. And I'm going to put you back so you can watch it. And we'll see you probably later this week.
Yes, okay. Thursday.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
All right. So I want to talk to you guys about a couple things that she said. We're still on page 3, I think, here, where we're talking about where our blood sugar should be. And then I'm gonna look at my screen here, and I'm gonna take some questions. I'm gonna do a couple giveaways. But